So in part 1 of this series, you saw me hollow out this top section. You also saw me carve this spur. And this thing is now complete with the exception of sanding this down to a 600 or even an 800 grit sandpaper. But we'll do that last once this entire Atlatl is finished. I'll just sand the whole thing down and we'll be good to go. This thing will be silky smooth at the very end. But what I need to do right now is, you can see I have a rough outline and I need to start hollowing out this section towards my handle. And I'll use the same gouge and the same piece of 60 grit sandpaper I used before. Another thing that I need to do is start thinning this Atlatl down. This thing is far too heavy to throw as it is right now, or even when just hollowing out this section. That won't reduce as much mass as we did up top. So again, we have quite a bit of weight here, and I don't want to use it as is. So what I'll do is I'll just take this same sandpaper and I'll just start thinning down this back, and we'll get this to proper weight. So I just take my gouge again and I'll just kind of rest it on this line. Now this is a little bit trickier because we're working in a circle and we don't have the surface area like we do up top. So just working slow again is very beneficial. All right, so as you can see, we hollowed out this bottom section. It feels really nice when holding it, but again, this Atlatl is far too heavy. So I want to match this Atlatl's weight up to the weight of my red oak basket maker style Atlatl. With this Atlatl, I like to throw sandbar willow and mule fat, and it does an excellent job at doing so. What I'm going to use again is just sandpaper, and I have a couple different sanding blocks. Both of them are made of cottonwood. And I'll just rest my sandpaper on top, and I'll get nice even strokes all the way down from the top to the bottom of the Atlatl. And we'll slowly start reducing mass. I'll have to round the corners again. As I start chewing through this material, I'll get some sharp edges. That won't be a problem. I'll tell you what, folks, we used a hell of a lot of sandpaper getting this thing thinned out, but we did a damn good job. I think this looks really bitchin', and it feels great. It's about the same weight as that red oak Atlatl. We went from that 60 grit all the way down to a 600, so this thing is silky smooth, and again, it is complete. So the sun's starting to dip down. I need to get the fire going because I have some arrow shafts I have to straighten before it gets too late into the evening. So I figured we'll get an early start tomorrow and work on our dart.